On the fence about whether or not to raise your prices as a website designer? Whether it's a lack of confidence, a client scarcity mindset, constantly comparing yourself to other web designers, or even a straight up lack of actual design experience, in this video, I'm sharing 4 reasons to get off the fence and start charging more for your services today. But before we dive into how you charge affects your business, if your biggest struggle so far with raising your rates has been the fear that client inquiries will suddenly just dry up, then I invite you to check out a free training which I recently recorded called Finding Clients as a New Web Designer. Finding clients should not feel like pulling teeth, and you shouldn't have to trade your time and expertise for peanuts. Which is why in this free training, I'm sharing the 7 most common client finding mistakes that I see over and over again that I want to help you avoid so you can start attracting the right clients with ease. I will put the link to that training right here, and you can also find it in the description below. Alright, let's look at 4 of the ways that raising your prices can totally transform your business as a web designer. Number 1, you'll naturally attract higher quality web design clients. Okay, so here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that people who have more money are somehow better or deserve unbelievably better service. Really, all I'm saying is that the more you charge, the more likely you are going to attract a client who is as invested in the process as you are. This client has had to save up much longer, or they've had to wait and get a few more years under their business belt to be at a place where they can now afford your premium prices. That means they are not taking your time or expertise for granted. They are not just choosing someone who can physically build them a website because, let's be honest, their 11-year-old nephew could probably do it for them for free in one weekend thanks to the user-friendliness of web design platforms these days. So when you increase your prices, suddenly your offerings no longer appeal to the people for whom price is the only deciding factor. You can say goodbye to the price hagglers, the nitpicky nonstop edit requests, and the sneaky gaslighting of clients who demand more than what they actually paid for, aka scope creep. Instead, you are attracting the type of clients who prioritize things like aesthetic style, actual knowledge of design theory, strategy, like understanding the user experience, and online buyer psychology, specialization, and working with someone who is super familiar with the trends and pain points of their specific industry. Trust, or working with someone who they actually vibe with because their healthy budget means they can actually have choices now. And also convenience, working with someone who is experienced enough to totally take the lead on the project. These clients understand the impact that a killer website will have on their business, and they are happy to pay the right person whatever they are asking to make that magic happen. In fact, they'll probably think something is off if you are claiming to offer a premium service but are charging well below industry averages. They have already moved on from the beginner level bargain basement and bootstrapping stage of starting their business, and if you want to attract them, you should too. Yeah, there are some super cool clients out there just getting started with their business that need help but are unfortunately stuck with tiny baby budgets to work with. And if this is who you feel called to serve, then I've seen designers come up with some really super creative alternative solutions for genuinely helping these people in a much less time-consuming way. That's things like pre-built templates, semi-custom starter kits, or DIY website audits and consulting. But if you're currently offering clients the moon and asking very little in exchange, it's time to up those prices. Okay, on to reason number 2, which is when you decide to raise your rates, your motivation to improve your skills and offer a better client experience will be through the roof. Just like upping your prices will attract clients that are more invested in the process, you yourself will also be naturally more invested and valuable to your clients when you feel like you are actually being paid your worth. And if you're struggling with self-confidence and are secretly worried you're already charging more than you're worth, then great. Raising your rates will have hella motivated you to become the designer that you need to be in order to feel comfortable demanding those prices. Now, nothing kills creativity and those happy customer service vibes like the feeling that you're constantly being taken advantage of. Yes, you have to start somewhere, but keeping your prices in discount designer land for the long term will only lead to feeling incredibly annoyed by every single client communication, totally dreading marketing your business, and maybe being tempted to do a job to match the pay you're currently getting. When you raise your prices, suddenly the stakes are higher, and everything you touch has no choice but to turn to gold. You'll instantly put off better vibes in your consult calls, you'll start noticing all these little opportunities to surprise and delight your clients, and you'll feel more like stepping up to the plate when it comes to investing the time and energy to grow your design skills, which equals happier customers and better testimonials and word-of-mouth referrals for you. And the first time that someone says yes to booking you at your new rates, your confidence, which was maybe previously like a 5 or 6, will instantly shoot up to a 10. So if for no other reason, raising your prices is a fabulous way to show those fraudy feelings of imposter syndrome who really wears the pants in your relationship. Ready for reason number 3 to think about upping those prices? Here it is. Raising your rates makes it a heck of a lot easier to stop saying yes to seriously non-ideal projects. When you charge more, you'll need fewer clients in order to pay the bills, which means you can start being a lot more picky about who it is that you work with. Instead of pretending not to notice all those red flags so you don't have to miss out on another paying project, you'll have the confidence to walk away when things are clearly not a good fit, leaving more room for you to partner with people who are a good fit. And aligned partnerships equal happy clients and happy designers. When you learn to say no, your portfolio will also naturally level up because it will only be filled with the types of projects that you actually want to be attracting more of. Instead of handfuls of rando, all over the place projects, your future dream clients could totally care less about. You can start to get super specific about who your business messaging speaks to because you won't be trying to keep the client finding net wide. Okay, on to our last reason for today to stop undercharging for your services, and that is that you'll have more resources to invest back into your own business. This means not having to think twice about taking that course or subscribing to that software that you know would totally streamline your business and pretty much change your life, but you just haven't been able to afford it up until this point. You also have the chance to take on fewer clients to meet your monthly revenue goals, meaning more time available to pour into yourself and into your next season of growth instead of hustling 24/7 to support someone else's goals. This means more time to dream up new products or services, finally get consistent with content creation, come up with a solid marketing strategy for your business, or even just take that much needed vacation. So no matter what's keeping you from raising your prices, if the rate you are charging does not match the actual level of service and deliverables that you're providing, then I double dog dare you to increase your prices today. Yes, today. Not 6 months from now or 10 clients from now. Then watch as your business is completely transformed and you are challenged to become more and more like the designer that you aspire to be when you first started your business. Now, I hope you found this video helpful. If you could still use a little help with attracting and landing those ideal clients, then don't forget to head to the link in the description below to get access to that 60-minute free training which I recorded for you on finding clients as a new web designer. And remember, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to let me know by hitting the like button. And for the best tips and tricks on building a web design business that you love, don't forget to hit subscribe and tap the little bell button to be notified when new content drops on the channel every single day. Wondering what to watch next? Check out these videos too.